Well, hello. Welcome to the video briefing. This is the introductory briefing. So let me just start by introducing myself. My name is Mr. Berger, and I'll be guiding you along this incredible journey about learning what your rights, responsibilities, obligations are, and how the government structures and institutions play such a significant role in our daily lives. With that being said, I think this year is perhaps the most exciting year that, coming into the fall, I've experienced. I think you'll feel the same way once we get started. Let me just briefly tell you about 3 topics that are central to appreciating what we're going to be focusing on this year. Think about this. You're studying government and politics at one of the few times every 4 years where there's a presidential election. You're going to be studying the nomination process and watch as the Democrats and the Republicans challenge each other for that nomination. Right now, as I'm speaking today, Donald Trump has emerged as the Republican frontrunner against Jeb Bush and Scott Walker. And on the Democratic side, what just a couple months ago was looking like a Hillary Clinton cakewalk to the nomination, possibly the presidency, has seen quite a shift. From the left, Bernie Sanders is giving her a bit more of a serious challenge than many expected. And today I'm reading articles indicating that Joe Biden is seriously considering getting in, maybe challenging her from the center or from the right. So this will be an incredibly interesting case study as we learn how each party nominates the person who will represent the party in the general election. There's also the Iranian nuclear deal that was signed between the P5+1 countries and Iran. And there's heated discussion on both sides of this debate, whether it, as President Obama says, ends the path for Iran to obtain a nuclear weapon, or whether opponents of the deal are correct, indicating it actually makes an easier path for Iran to attain a nuclear weapon. And then there's so many sub-issues involved with either side of that debate that we are going to just be thoroughly engaged with trying to understand what is happening in the world at large and our foreign policy in general. And don't think that just because this is a government class, the economy doesn't matter. We'll be learning about gross domestic product, standard of living. In fact, just at the end of last week, numbers were reported out for the second quarter, indicating that the growth rate was over 2.3%, and the first quarter growth rate was revised actually up to 0.6%. So we'll talk about what that means, how that impacts your life. What difference does it make whether it's a 2.3% growth or whether it's a -2% growth, how it affects your overall standard of living. So we're going to be really diving in this semester. I hope you're starting to pay attention to politics on a regular basis. And I want to tell you, you're going to do just fine. This course is going to stand out as one of the courses that you'll remember as you move on in your academic educational experience. So get familiar with this page, get familiar with clicking play on the video button, and take a breath, relax. You're going to do just fine. Welcome to Government and Politics.